Hey everyone, I'm gonna show you a funny way to play in GU that I haven't really seen done before. The original idea is by a friend of mine who wondered how much he could theoretically push the arrow strike of bows. The initial plan was to use the Bloodbath bow for maximum raw, but it has no coatings and we wondered if those actually did anything. So we brainstormed how to figure out the best coatings, and in the end I just went to kill some Apsaras in G-Rank to count hits and see what works. Turns out all coatings apply their effects, including power. However, what's even more interesting is that Blade Scale Hone, the skill that boosts close range coatings by 50%, also boosts Arrow Strike, making it more useful than power because it also levels up the arrow sharpness from green to white. This is where the Seregios bow comes into play. Seregios weapons all have Blade Scale Hone built into them naturally, which means the Seregios bow close range coating is naturally boosted by 50%. However, the effect stacks with the skilled Blade Scale Hone up to 65% extra damage. Factoring in the sharpness gain and blade scale effect, that means that Seregios bow with Blade Scale Hone applying close range coating makes the arrow strike deal 107% extra damage. It's actually very funny to see this while testing, because you can count the hits on small monsters and see the damage doubles when applying the coating. But onto the actual set and what to do with it. We use the Seregios bow, the Sedition Piercer, because it has the better stats of the Seregios bows. We add Blade Scale Hone to increase close range coating to 65% extra damage, and then we build crit. I made this template set with the Tenderizer 6 triple slot. It's possible with different charms too, or you can swap out Crit Die for Challenger too, just use an Armor Searcher for that. I added Wax and Crit Die 3 to get 100% crit on weak spots and crit boost for damage. Now we have 100 crit boost and blade scale to make the arrow strikes actually usable. But how usable exactly? Well, I did the math and concluded that compared to the Atalcar Switch Axe with 100% crit boost and Demon Ride, using the axe down and up slash sword combo once, the arrow strike is roughly 21% worse. Now, I'm not pretending this playstyle is exactly 21% worse than one of the top Blade Master playstyles, because there are a few drawbacks. For one, arrow strikes are slow and clunky, meaning you're gonna lose some damage compared to a Switch Axe just by being slower and having worse attack speed. Secondly, the first arrow strike is significantly worse than the second, meaning if you miss the 2-hit combo, you're also gonna lose out on a lot of damage. And lastly, for some reason you simply don't get much Hunter Heart Gauge. I have not figured out why that is or how slow it is exactly, but it will happen a lot that you kill the monster and don't even have readiness up yet, rendering Hunter Hearts pretty much completely unusable. But don't let this discourage you, it's perfectly fine to bring and you can clear just about any regular quest with it. I'm gonna link my group hunts using only arrow strikes against Seregios and Rajang in the description. As for how to use it, well, you just walk up to the monster and hit it really, not much more to it. I personally used Valor for this because of the Valor dodge, but any style you're comfortable with works. Just try out what gives you the best results. And that's really about it. Have fun trying it out.